Hey y'all, oh my gosh, it has been several weeks later, probably about a month and a half since I actually started this video. Like, y'all, first of all, I miss y'all. It has been so long since I recorded a video, anything on this channel. I think the last video I uploaded, y'all forgive me. I gotta remember how to do this again, okay? But I think the last video I uploaded to this channel was the video about the pop-up shop that I did and how I was able to make $1,000 in less than 4 hours, or over $1,000 actually in less than 4 hours. I'll put a link to that video up in the cards. I have received so much love and so much good feedback on that video. So if you found my channel because of that video, hey y'all, hey, because I've gotten quite a few subscribers from there, from that video. So hey, welcome to the channel. Sorry it's been so long since I have uploaded a video. So let me just real quick check in and tell y'all what's been going on with me. I know I look crazy, and I'm about to explain why I look crazy, why my hair is just a mess, and yeah, all the things. Okay, so first and foremost, I announced on the channel that I was pregnant. I got pregnant in December. I found out I was pregnant in December, or was it January? I found out I was pregnant in January. And so I have high-risk pregnancies. My oldest daughter, that pregnancy landed me in the hospital, and I was on bed rest the entire pregnancy. And because you know, I kind of knew how my body responded to pregnancy based on my first child, my doctors were very proactive this time around. So I was put on medication. A lot of preventative measures were taken for me in this pregnancy that I had, but it was still high risk. I was still put on bed rest. I was sick as a dog, y'all. I was so sick. I was in so much pain. I started having preterm labor type contractions, and I say type because I did not go into preterm labor this time because of the medications that I was on. Had I not been on those medications, I would have went into preterm labor. If you guys would like for me to talk more about my pregnancy journeys, my labor and delivery stories, because I've had traumatic pregnancies and deliveries, so I definitely don't mind sharing that if it'll help someone. But just to kind of keep everything short, but yeah, so I was sick and like in terrible pain, very uncomfortable. The pregnancy was not a pleasant experience, this one or my first one. My oldest daughter is 5 years old. It was hard, and I tried my best, like I mentally would prepare myself. Like mentally, I wanted to come in here and create content and, make stuff and do stuff, upload stuff. But physically, I just could not. It was hard to walk. It was hard to stand. I couldn't. My body was just like, no, lay down. And so I had to listen to my body so that I could be healthy and my baby would be healthy. So my daughter, my new baby, was born August 25th. And she ended up having to stay in the NICU for a little while, which was really hard. It really put a lot of strain on myself, my husband, and my daughter, and of course my baby girl. It was a really hard time for me, which again, mentally and emotionally, I just was not ready to come back and create content because I was not in a good place. Like I couldn't be happy with my baby in the NICU, so I wasn't about that life, y'all. But I'm happy to report that my daughter is home. She's been home with us. She's 3 weeks old right now, which is why I look a hot mess because I have not been sleeping. Those of you who are mamas out there, y'all know what it's like, so I don't even have to go into details, but I have not been sleeping, have barely had time to take care of myself. Hence why I look a hot mess, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just happy and blessed and grateful to have a healthy baby at home, for me to be healthy. Yeah, I'm just grateful to God for that. What else I need to give y'all? Oh, another reason why I was kind of out, like the month of August was just, it was crazy. Okay, so my daughter was born August 25th. August the 6th, my father-in-law passed away, my husband's dad. So we lost a family member, and then we got another family member in the same month. So just being stuck in that weird space of grief and sadness and frustration. And then on the other side of that, you know, being grateful, joyous, celebratory for the birth of our daughter. And so my husband and my oldest daughter, of course, are taking my father-in-law's passing very, very hard, and I am too. You know, it's hard for me too, but just as someone who wants to be a protector of the people that she loves, it's hard for me to watch them in so much pain. And it almost makes me feel as though I don't have time to be sad. Like, I have to be there for them. But I know better than that as a therapist. Intellectually, I know better than that. I know that I have to grieve and, you know, process my feelings and emotions behind it as well. And in that same space, I also really want to be solid for them because they need me right now. And so balancing all of that with pregnancy, labor and delivery, postpartum things, it's just been a lot, y'all. It's been a lot. Also in the month of August, I officially finished my master's program. So if you guys have been around for any amount of time, you know that for the past 3 years, I have been in school to become a therapist, a marriage and family therapist to be exact. And your girl did it. As of August 18th, I officially graduated. So you can now refer to me as Princess Agbobock, Master of Science, licensed. Yes, get that right. Licensed marriage and family therapy associate. So I've successfully received my license from the state of Texas. My degree is conferred. I have both my degree and my license right here. I received them in the mail at the beginning of this month. What else? I feel like something else happened. Yeah. I think those are the big things. I graduated, received my license, got my degree. I'm officially licensed to practice as a clinician in the state of Texas. I'm done with school, y'all, unless I decide to go back and get my PsyD, my doctorate degree, which I'm strongly considering. But yeah, so now that school is done, and I'm working on launching my private practice. So I'm building another business, which has been something else I've been working on. So I'm building another business as we speak. My daughter is born. She's healthy and home. My father-in-law's funeral is this Saturday. So that would be a chapter that will be closed, and our family can officially start the grieving process, or not start the grieving process, but start the healing process. Like, you know, just with the funeral lingering and hanging over our heads, it's just kind of been like this heavy anticipation, like, you know, the funeral is coming. And it's been, like I said, he passed away August the 5th, and his services are the 23rd of this month. So it's been a long time. So it's just kind of been lingering there, you know. So yeah, guys, there's just been a lot going on. And even if I want to go back further, y'all, right before I posted my last video, I was studying for my licensing exam. So I took my licensing exam in December of last year. So after I posted that last video, life just started picking up. I was trying to finish off, you know, preparing and studying for my licensing exam. I was still in school, and it was like I was in my internship working at the VA hospital. I was working with veterans and their families as a therapist. I just had a lot going on, and then boom, found out I was pregnant. And then that started off this whole ripple effect of other things. So that's where I've been, y'all, and I tried my best to kind of condense it. And so forgive me if I kind of rambled through some of that, but that's what's been going on with me. So that's why I haven't created any content. That's why I haven't uploaded anything. But I've missed you guys so much. and I've missed working on my business, and so I'll be back. I'm working on getting my studio / office, because this is also where I'm gonna work my private practice. I got a little corner over here where my desk is at, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get this space functional for both purposes. I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of supplies and stuff that I had that probably have expired since I haven't been able to make anything. And I have a lot of changes going on with 12/16 Self-Care Code that I'm excited to share with you guys. Oh, and shout out to those of you who have purchased my candle making guide for the straight-sided jars. I've received great feedback from you guys, so thank you so much for trusting me and for purchasing that candle making guide so that you can start off your business. So that's pretty dope, pretty awesome. So congratulations to you guys. I have been in here cleaning and kind of like trying to get things reorganized. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys what we working with. So here we are. It's still a mess. It's still a mess. And that's my wax melter, my new wax melter. You guys saw me unboxing in the beginning of the video. So the little stand that I had my Presto pot on right here was too small for this baby right here. So as you can see, the legs are wider. The body of this little guy right here is wider. So I needed something that had more width. So for right now, temporary fix, I'm using, as you can see, my handy dandy Amazon box from one of my packages that I received. And that's what I have that propped up on right now. But I'm going to get something else to put right there that's more aesthetically pleasing. But for right now, it serves the purpose. I have a box of wax right here that I need to chop up. I got this wax from Hive and Honey. And yeah, this is my desk area right here. I need to get a new chair because that chair is very uncomfortable. I learned that the hard way while doing my internship from home. Sitting in that chair for hours at a time is not it. Your back and your butt will hurt. And I have my makeup in here. I did have it in my room, but I moved it out of my bedroom and back in here because Addison, my youngest baby, is now in our room and we need the space for her. So, and this is a lot of the stuff that I've trashed and got rid of. So yeah, I'm trying to get this place back in working order. And y'all, before I came in here and I started working on this room was a hot mess because I literally hadn't been in here for a year. Okay, so yeah, that's where we are. So that's my quick little check-in. I feel like I've been talking a lot. But I need to catch y'all up. It's been forever since we talked, right? So, oh, and the obvious, yes, guys, I've taken out, taking? I don't know how to talk. I have taken out my micro locks. And here is my hair. And again, that is due to my pregnancy just being too much. For those of you who don't know, I installed my own micro locks and I was maintaining my own micro locks, which would take hours. And with the way my health was and my pregnancy was going, there's no possible way I would have been able to maintain my hair the way I needed to maintain it. There's no way. So I took them out. It took me months. I didn't rush. I did it a little bit at a time, but I am planning on restarting my lock journey once I start working, because I'm not working and I'm not maintaining my own locks no more. So when I get my locks reinstalled, it's going to be when I can pay for somebody else to maintain my locks for me. Okay, all right, so that is that. Let me get off this camera and get myself together because I have to go pick up Avery, which is my oldest daughter. I have to get ready to go pick her up from school. I have to get Addison together. That's my baby. Her name is Addison. I have to get Addison ready for the ride, and I'll check back in with y'all when I'm doing something interesting. All right, guys, let's figure out the fill weight for this new vessel that I'm testing. So when you're testing a new vessel, you need to figure out how much wax you need to fill up the entire vessel. So you're going to need a handy dandy scale. You want to make sure it's accurate, something to write with and write on, and you need your calculator. You're going to take your vessel, you're going to put it on your scale, make sure it's empty, of course, and then you're going to zero out that scale, okay? Then you're going to take your water, fill that vessel up to the point to where you want your wax to stop. Once you do that, you're going to record how much water volume is in, or water weight is in that vessel. Write it down. That's an important number, okay? After you do that, you're gonna take your handy dandy calculator, and I'm gonna show what I'm doing on the screen. You want to multiply the weight of the water in your vessel times 0.86. What that's going to do is give you the wax weight that you're gonna need so that you'll know how to move forward in your calculations. So there you have it. That's how you figure out how much wax to put in your jar. Okay, so for those of you that make candles, I don't know, and if you like wooden wicks, I don't know if you guys have heard of the ultimate wooden wicks. So Maxie just came out with these. Apparently they had excuse me, apparently they had this wick out before in the past, a few years ago, but I guess during the pandemic, I guess with the supply chain demand issues, they pulled these wicks and they haven't been available for a while, and now they've brought them back. So this is a new item on their website. I just got them today. As you can see, I already opened up one. I got a 0.03 and a 0.02 mini wick kit, so I can test them out. And I'm gonna just show you guys what these wicks look like, because it's interesting. From the pictures, I thought that this was going to be like an actual groove. I think the lighting is too dark. Hopefully you guys can see. Hold on, let's see. Maybe if I close that, can you guys see me better now? I think you guys can see better now. Let's see. I think so. Okay, yeah. So it's a flat wick. It's a single ply wick. It is not, it doesn't have a, none of them have a booster. I don't believe none of them have boosters. I don't think so. No, none of them have boosters. So apparently these are supposed to burn better than their standard wicks. And excuse my fingers, y'all, I have eczema, so like some of my fingers are like real beat up because I had an eczema flare up. But apparently these wicks are supposed to burn more efficiently than their standard wicks. So I really wanted to try them out, and I just ordered like their entire ultimate wick kit like last month, and then they came out with these. That's how Maxie gets you. They always coming out with new stuff. But yeah, so I can't wait to try these out. I'm going to test these in my wax, and I got a 0.03 and a 0.02 thickness, because apparently these are the two thicknesses that works best with my wax. The wax that I use, coconut apricot wax, Cedar Serica, and yeah, so that's why I got these, and it does come with wig clips as well. So I just wanted to pop in and show you guys that really quickly. If you have tried these, tested them out, and you have some feedback about what you think about them, let me know. I'm interested. You saw me pour this candle a couple days ago. This is with coconut apricot wax, Cedar Serica, and I poured at 10% fragrance load with cranberry woods. Y'all, this is one of my best-selling scents from last fall. So I'm just testing it in this jar. I'm testing it sooner than I normally would, but I just want to I'm trying to just kind of get an idea of what my wick size would be for these jars. These are the 10 ounce, no, I'm sorry, not 10 ounce, 12 ounce straight sided jars. If you've been around for a while, you know that I used the 16 ounce and 8 ounce straight sided jars. Let me show y'all real quick. So for comparison, here's the 8 ounce jar right here, and then here is the 16 ounce jar. This one has a 3.5 or 3.5 inch diameter, and this jar has a 3 inch diameter. And with coconut waxes, I like to double wick anything that's 3 inches and above. So I'm gonna try and see if this particular jar will work with a double wick, and if not, then I'll test single wicks. And I'm also planning on testing wood wicks with this particular vessel, because I'm no longer going to offer these two sizes. I'm gonna offer this, and then my my little flickers. They're 3 ounce candle tins that are double wicked. So I'm only gonna have 2 size candles. So before I had 1, 2, 3, I had 3 sizes, and that was just a lot. So I'm just trying to minimize the number of, or the sizes of wicks I have to order, and then the number of vessels. So I'm just gonna have, this is gonna be my full size candle, and then I'm gonna have the travel size candle, the candle tin, and that's gonna be the only 2 sizes I'm going to carry. So that'll minimize the sizes of wicks I have to get, as well as the types of vessels I have to buy. Also, I think I'll be able to give my customers a much better price point with this particular vessel. It's in between the 16 and the 8 ounce. It can still be double wick, so the hot throw should be really, really good, which is another reason why I'm testing it. And like I said, I'm testing it way too soon, but I'm gonna test again in a few more days. Okay, so I am very familiar with this wax. I've been working with it for almost 5 years, so I know how this wax behaves. If you are new to candle making and testing, I highly recommend that you allow your candles to cure for the full recommended time by the manufacturer, and don't take shortcuts. But because I know this wax, I've been making candles for a long time, I'm able to use what I'm gonna do in this particular little short preliminary test burn to inform my decisions moving forward with the rest of my testers. Okay, so enough rambling. Let's just go ahead and get into what I'm doing. So let me show you my tools that I'm going to be using to wick this candle. So again, I poured this wickless. Look at those smooth tops. 10% fragrance load, and this is again one of my best sellers. This is the Candle Science cranberry woods fragrance oil, and it smells Smells really, really, really good. Strong cold throw and everything. I don't know if this company is still around, but I bought these when I bought these a while ago. This is from the company called Wigdit. I like these wig centering tools. They have some design flaws, but overall they're pretty decent. I'm just using this to gauge my wig, where I'm going to put my wigs. I just want them to be even. And I'm going to be using a flattened out bobby pin to make my hole. So I'm just going to center this on the candle, on the vessel. Actually, let me turn it over because it's more stable that way. Yeah. Okay. So now that I have this kind of stable, I'm just going to take my bobby pin and I'm going to use the holes in this wig centering tool to guide the holes that I'm putting in here. And that way, when I put in my wigs, it'll be perfectly centered for the test. So here you go. Hopefully you guys can see that I just poked the holes in there. Okay. It looks okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So now I'm going to take my wig. This is a wig that I previously used when making another candle. I always save my wig clippings. Always save those wig clippings. So now I'm just going to put this in until it goes all the way down to the bottom. And then once it's at the bottom, you're going to have some wax that's going to kind of pull up, which is fine. Okay. And I'm going to use my favorite wig trimming scissors. These are from the Fiskars company. I got these off of Amazon. These are super sharp and they trim your wigs perfectly. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing in the second hole. So again, the whole reason I decided to change vessels to this one is because I feel like it was the perfect size in between the two that I was offering. I wanted to be able to offer my customers a better price point because, as you guys know, with inflation, materials are very expensive. They've gotten very expensive, and so I have to follow suit with pricing for my candles and my other products. And so that has made this candle really should be priced at $38 based on my cost of goods, but I priced it for $32. And this one should be priced at $26, I believe, the 8 ounce with all the materials that I use. But I believe I was pricing it at $22, I believe. And so I want better profit margins, but I also want to be able to give my customers a better price candle. So here we are. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun, or am I? No, I'm not. I'm not going to hit it with the heat gun, but this is what it looks like. You can heat gun it if you want to, but this is my wickless candle that has been double wicked, and you guys saw all the things that I use. I'm just going to make sure that that wick is trimmed down. And now I'm going to go ahead and light it and see how it burns. Let's go. Alright guys, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around and being patient with me as I make my return back from all the things that have been happening in my life this past year or so. You guys are awesome and amazing. Testing has been going really good with this new collection. So if you guys would like to see what else I'll be up to as I return back to business and just back to life as usual, then stick around. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Remember, you're perfectly imperfect. Love all of you because God does, and so do I.